A while ago, I'm trying to think where to start this story. A while ago, actually this summer, my grandfather passed away, and he was kind of famous for being known for living a long time. And it was just funny if you know the story, since he kind of announced on his 50th birthday, at his birthday dinner, to his entire friends and family, not to get too attached to him because he could go at any minute. And he was completely serious about it. And he lived to 94. And it was just for a while, that was just kind of the running story and joke. And he was just a guy who would go, and he would get kind of sick, and he would go to the hospital, and then he would come out stronger. And like he would go in with some kind of complication and go in, and some other complication from years previous would just be fixed just from going in. It's kind of like when you take your car to the mechanic and something else comes out. The radio works. It hasn't worked for years. So it's kind of this amazing thing. And then he was an amazing guy. He was very strong, very reserved with his family. He was raised in he came over on the boat. So he was raised by a Lithuanian and Polish mother and father. So he was very Eastern European, very cold and very distant, and rightfully so for the things that he went through. But he didn't believe in being warm and loving and on the outgoing sense, kind of with his family, as much as he did with his friends, and kind of being a personality about town. It was kind of one of those things where you see him at the grocery store and he's flirting with all the clerks and stuff, and you're just like, who's this guy? And every nurse he ever had, was, I think, got a marriage proposal or something like that. And it was just like, who's this guy? I didn't know this. And so it was always, I loved going out around town with him because he was this way. And I remember when I was a kid, he kind of had this, he let go a little bit on us. Like he would kind of pull us aside and tell us highly inappropriate stories about his youth and the things that we have to look forward to coming up. He was in the Navy, so which we loved. We thought were hilarious, but my mom quickly would bend an ear and bend an ear and get us out of there. But so I wrote this song for him from his viewpoint, and to an homage to the stories that we used to hear. Well, I ruled the world back when I was young, quick, nimble fingers and a sharp-wit tongue. I was attracted to girls in fashion and got my heart trampled in black. Well, needless to say, I stand here today, a sentimental mess, with no words to say except goodness. Those were the days, those were the days. I was a boy in love with a girl in 1942. And a couple years later, along came you. And we were in love as families do. But I was a boy on the brink of a war that would take me halfway round the world. Needless to say, I sit here today without that girl. Disease had its way and I became unfurled. But all I can say, boy, is goodness. Those were the days, those were the days. I I was a boy on the brink of a war that would take me halfway round the world. Well, needless to say, I sit here today without that girl. But all I can say, boy, is goodness. Those were the days. Those were the days. And those were the days. Thanks. Thank you.